So let me think. This is going to be hard. I don't even know. Let me think. Hello, this is Oksana, and this is going to be the Make Up My New Year Resolutions tag. I'm very excited to do this. This printed out like so tiny, so I'm going to be struggling here to read the questions because I don't know what happened. But the first question is, what is a technique you've improved on during the past year? And there are two things that come to mind right away when I read this question. The first is winged eyeliner. That is something that I've always loved to do, but it kind of took me a while of putting it on, erasing it because it was looking crooked, doing it again, and then you do your other eye and like you think that it turned out so good, but it doesn't match because one is a little bit of a higher angle than the other, and you're like, no. So that is something that I've definitely gotten better at, and I, can pretty confidently do a winged eyeliner now. And the other thing is false eyelashes. I have been so, what is that word? Just it's been a really scary thing to me, always false eyelashes, like a really overwhelming, I don't even want to try it. And then I have tried it a little bit in the past, a few times, and it was just so hard that I was like, no way, I don't even know how people do this. And then kind of more and more, I've tried it a little bit more. I looked into it. I got actually decent false eyelashes, like nicer ones that work better. I got good glue. I watched a lot of videos on it. I can't talk today, guys. And finally, I can now say that I can apply false eyelashes like halfway decently. I put these on today and I got them on, didn't even have to take them off, move them around, none of that. So it just takes a lot of practice. Honestly, every time that I apply them, I just got better. It just got easier and easier to the point where now I can do it. So if it's something that you are wanting to try, that you're just afraid you're not going to be able to do, just do it at night. Before you go to bed, just practice, because the first few times it's going to come out wonky, but you do it for a week, and it's going to become so much easier. And the things that people do in their videos that I was always like, how do they do that? How do they hold it with the tweezers? I can't do that. Now I can do those things. So anyways, that was way too long of an answer, I think. This is going to take me a while at this rate to get through these questions. What is your overall most used makeup product this year? Now, I don't know if this means a product that I use the entire year, because I kind of switch on and off. I think maybe my Lucy Minerals foundation, because I have worn that most of the year, and I have a little mix that I made that is mostly that foundation with some other stuff mixed in. And I have been wearing liquid and cream products more recently, but if you take into account the whole entire year, I think that I would probably have to say that. Yes, we're just going to go with that. Number 3, what brand would you like to try in the coming year? And I honestly don't have a very good answer to this, because pretty much all the brands that I was really interested in, I kind of did my best to try them and to get at least, samples of something. So I don't even know. I don't think that not that there isn't anything that I haven't tried, but there isn't anything that I know about that I haven't tried that is a natural brand that, fits all my criteria and stuff. So maybe I can change this to which makeup product, because that would be a little bit easier for me to answer. I think I have been interested in trying some things from 100% Pure. I have tried a lot of their products, but I haven't tried any of their powders, like face powder or blushes. Those are something that I've been really curious about, so definitely something I would like to try in the coming year. Hopefully that's good enough answer for that. Are there any products that you want to use up this year? Nothing in particular. There isn't any products that I want to use up to get rid of. So I don't really know. I guess some of my more natural stuff, like the skincare things that I own, I hope to get through them relatively quickly because I don't want them to go bad. Like the Cebu stuff, I'm absolutely in love with. It's just sitting right here because I was just talking about it, my favorites. But I'm loving their face cream and eye cream and their soap. And it's not that I want to use them up, but I guess I don't want to have them sit around for too long and go bad. So let's see. I don't know if I have a really good answer for that. I don't, huh? See, with like products that I don't like to force myself to use them up. I usually end up giving them away or swapping them, or if they're really bad, just throwing them away. So it kind of makes it hard for me. Favorite winter activity, and what do you wear and how do you do your makeup for it? Oh, what do you wear like to the favorite winter activity? I don't know. I don't like the cold, and I'm not a huge fan of the snow. So I actually don't do too many things outside in the winter. But when I used to live up north, my family would go skiing, and I'm a very like beginner level skier. We would just go down like or me and my husband tried it too. We would go down like the green circles, but I really liked it. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I couldn't do it for a long time just because I get too cold. And I also liked, like, afterwards sitting in the lodge and drinking, like, hot chocolate or something warm and just being like, oh, now I'm all nice and toasty and warm. And then going out and skiing a few more times and then coming back in. So I really enjoyed that, just like the whole experience of it. And what I would wear is a lot of layers. Thermal underwear, just like everything that you could think of. Those masks, those ski masks that literally cover your entire face, including your nose and your mouth. There's just like little holes for you to breathe through. And then it wouldn't cover your eyes, but then I had these goggles that would, so really like no skin is exposed because I just hate being cold. So that's what I would wear. And I would not do my makeup for that at all because it would just get, you know, A, nobody would see it, and B, it would just get all smudged all over the place. So that is that. Wait, is this, I think I'm on number 6 now. Yes. What is one bad makeup habit that you want to break in the coming year? Oh, I know. I do not wash my brushes nearly as much as I should. My brushes, my sponge, I do kind of wash my sponges, but that is, I don't know if that's like a makeup habit. It's more like a lack of, but I want to start washing my brushes more because it's hygienic, especially ones that are used like all over the face. I know some people wash theirs like every week or every other week, and I definitely don't do that, so that's something that I want to, you know, start doing more because I think that would just be good. Just good overall for like my skin and my brushes. So favorite vegan clothing to keep warm and dry in the winter. Let me think. I have been really loving fleece-lined leggings lately, and they're not, when you say fleece-lined, like when I first heard that, I imagined leggings that had actual fleece like sewn in as an inner layer, and typically leggings that are marketed as fleece-lined, that is not what they are. They're just basically slightly thicker material than your regular leggings, and they're kind of fuzzy on the inside like fleece. But they're not actually lined, and they're not really that thick. But I've been really liking them because I love the look of leggings. I think they're so cute. I've really gotten into leggings lately. And fleece-lined ones, because they're a little bit thicker and warmer, they're great for the winter. And if it's really, really cold and you're going to be outside, you can wear them underneath, like underneath jeans or something. So I really like those to keep me warm. And of course, like sweaters, jackets. Oh, my favorite thing ever is my winter jacket that is from Eddie Bauer. I wanted it so bad, and I waited until it was like summer, so the thing was on major sale, and it was still like really expensive. I think it was like $100 when I bought it, but it was so much more before that. And it is really long, and it covers my butt. It goes like almost to my knees, but it's form-fitting, a little bit tailored like at the waist, so it, you know, fits you like a girl. It's not just like a bulky thing. And so I love it because it is not bulky, but it's still really, really warm, and it's long, so it keeps, you know, my bum warm as well. So love that jacket. Number 8 is a fellow YouTuber you really loved watching this year. So that's obviously really hard. It's nearly impossible to narrow down to one person. There's a lot of people that I think are really fantastic and I love watching, and what I thought that I would do to answer this question is mention 3 people in particular that I feel like I really became closer to this year and got to know better and became friends with, because that's really a fantastic aspect of YouTube that I don't know why it took me so long. I think I was like afraid to talk to people on YouTube, and I didn't realize that people did that people actually were like friends with each other and communicated with each other. So out of all the years that I've been doing YouTube, this is actually the first year that I've really talked to and become friends with people. So the first person that I started talking to this year is Brianna from I Love Jessie 444, because we did a swap on Makeup Alley, and then, you know, we found out that we know each other from YouTube, and she's just a really sweet, really nice, friendly person, and I really enjoyed talking to her and talking about makeup, and just it's so nice to have somebody. If you don't have somebody in your like real daily life that loves makeup as much as you do, you know how nice it is to find somebody to talk to about it. So she was the first person that happened with, and then kind of through her I learned about Jen, who is Inspired Mom 824, and she is just phenomenal. She's just such a sweet, nice person, and what's cool about her is she lives near me, so I got to meet her in real life, and I was so excited. That's the first time that I met a YouTuber, like somebody that I know from YouTube in real life, so that was just so cool. And then Andrea from Shudra Stargleam is her YouTube name. She is somebody that I have been talking to a lot, especially lately, and she has just become such a good friend to me. I love talking to her, and I love that I have her in my life now to talk to, because she's just an amazing person. And I really love all of these girls and watching their videos and talking to them outside of YouTube as well. So I'm just really, really glad that I have become closer and I've become friends with them. So that is number 8. And number 9 is, are you planning to wear lipstick gloss when the ball drops at midnight? If so, which lipstick gloss? So this is probably the disadvantage of doing this tag a little bit too late like I have. Obviously, New Year already happened, and I wasn't wearing anything on my lips except for maybe some lip balm, because I was actually sleeping when it happened. My husband stayed up to watch the ball drop, but having 2 little kids, one of them just 6 months old, staying up till midnight is just not something that I was willing to do, especially because I was sick with a cold and my daughter was sick with a cold. That is just like, no, I don't want to deal with the aftermath of staying up till midnight. What is your best New Year's Eve memory? That would have to be when my family, so for Russians, New Year's was kind of like our Christmas. I didn't have Christmas growing up. We did like the Christmas tree and everything. We did that on New Year's and presents. And so the big party would happen on New Year's. And so a lot of my fond memories are kind of like family memories that people have usually associated with Christmas. For me, they're associated with New Year's. And even, you know, after moving to the United States, even though we started opening our presents on actual Christmas, my parents would still have we would go to some kind of big gathering, big party with just lots of people. And even though I'm a pretty shy, introverted person, I do really enjoy those large gatherings of people. And it was just really fun, you know, to stay up till midnight, because I typically wouldn't stay up very much. I always had curfews and things like that. So just really fun, like fond memories of parties with my family. And then later, once I met my husband, I would drag him to this as well. So having him there with me, those are my fondest memories, I would have to say. And what was the best thing that happened to you this year? I had my son this summer, so that would have to be the best thing. And he is just such a sweet little guy. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go off on that tangent, but just the fact that I was able to have a natural birth with him too, that was such a struggle for me because I had my daughter, she was a C-section, and I so badly wanted to not have a C-section with him. So the fact that I got to meet him and like I had him, but also kind of the way that it all worked out, kind of to like the best like I imagined, you know. So that was really wonderful. Describe the year 2013 in 3 words. Oh, that is so hard. I'm so bad at these sort of things. I guess family, you know, because we added to our family, and then also like a lot of family stuff happened. Different milestones, watching my daughter grow and the milestones with her as well. So let me think, 2 more words. Memorable, same reasons as the reasons for family. And one more word. Exciting. A lot of exciting stuff happened as well, and more pertaining to like YouTube and these videos. I feel like I got more, especially recently in the later part of this year, like more regular at putting out my videos. I got a better setup now, things like that. So that's been really, really exciting. So number 13 is, what activity, hobby are you finally going to take up in 2014? That's a hard one because there's so many like hobbies and activities that I have tried and I do and or like dabble in a little bit. So it's hard to think of something that I haven't at least like tried. But well, I guess this isn't saying to try, it's just saying take up, so like maybe do more, like focus more on. I don't know. I really want to, I love crafts and like crafty things. And since my daughter is getting a little bit older, I've been doing more crafts with her because there's more things that she's able to do. You know, whereas before she's little, she just kind of scribble with a crayon is the max. So I guess I hope to get more into like different sorts of crafts, like expand as she gets older and she has more patience for these sorts of things. I hope to do more complicated things with her. So that would be really fun. And I do a lot of puzzles with her too, but they're kind of like kid puzzles. So they're really simple for me. But as I was doing them, I was thinking, I used to do a lot of puzzles when I was younger with my family. I would really love to put together like a, you know, puzzle with lots of tiny little pieces. I think that would be really fun. I don't know where I would keep it that my kids wouldn't get to, but if I have the opportunity in 2014, I would like to do a complicated puzzle. Hypothetically, you win the lottery in 2014. If you could donate to any charity in 2014, which charity is dear to you and why? I don't have like a specific one that I know the name of that I can just throw out there, but it would probably have to be something that has to do with the environment and just kind of saving our environment and Earth. Just because I feel like there's a lot of things I care about, but this is like the underlying thing to everything else. Like, yes, I care about animals and I care about people, but if we destroy Earth, you know, if we destroy our environment, then it's going to be bad for everybody. So that's kind of what I would donate to, just because I feel like there's a lot of things that go on that are terrible to our environment, and if I could in any way contribute to, you know, making things better, then that would be the first thing, you know, in my mind. And then number 14 is, what food or beverage are you going to give up in 2014? And then what food or beverage are you finally going to try in 2014? So I don't have a good answer to this. There is nothing specific that I want to give up that I haven't given up already. I'm very, very restrictive when it comes to eating. I'm really into like eating naturally and healthy, and there's so many things that I don't eat. But I would like to eat even less sugar in 2014 because, like anybody, you know, I crave things. And I mean, look at this right here. This was featured, you know, in my December favorites. So I really want to cut down even more on the amount of sugar I eat and really get rid of snacks, even like this, which are kind of more natural, and really focus on just using like raw honey to sweeten things, because I think it's going to be impossible to have 0 sugar for me, even though I do know people that do it. I think it's going to be possible for me, but really just kind of focus on whittling out sugar as much as possible and substituting it completely with things like honey. I don't actually have sugar. I don't use it in like cooking. I do use honey, but then I do buy like snacks and things like this which have sugar in them. So focus more on like my homemade treats that I make with raw honey, and then kind of weed out things that have actual sugar in them. And then in terms of what I would like to try, I don't know. There isn't really anything that I'm dying to try in terms of food, because I don't know, I'm not really into like exotic things, you know, and there's things that I'm like afraid to try. So I really don't know. I don't have a good answer to that. Nothing. I don't want to try any new foods at all in 2014. Hopefully. I don't know. That's a silly answer. I don't know. If you could have one of your dreams come true for 2014, what would it be and why? That is such a hard question to answer. I don't know. I really don't know. Is winning the lottery, can that be can that be an answer? That would be awesome to win the lot. That's not like a dream that I have because I don't play the lottery, so it's kind of silly to dream of winning it if you don't even play it. But that's the only thing I can think of right now. That's so silly. But it would just be nice because then we can do like a lot more things together as a family, and my husband, you know, wouldn't have to work and he would stay home, and we would just spend like all our time together, and we can travel more with the kids. We can take them places like on vacation and stuff like that, and I just think that would be really, really nice. I would be able to, you know, have my parents come live here and see them more, or even just like go on vacations more with them and travel more with them too. So I don't know, is that a good answer? That's what I can think of right now off the top of my head. I wasn't really prepared. I didn't like rehearse any of these, so these are all like off the top of my head as I'm reading them. I'm reading them for the first time because I wanted it to be kind of a, you know, my initial thoughts on each question. So that is it. Hopefully this video isn't too ridiculously long. Thank you if you've made it through the whole thing with me, and hopefully you enjoyed. And if you haven't done this yet, then I encourage you to, and I tag you. So thank you so much for watching.